Well, cheers, everybody. Happy Father's Day, and welcome to this live show.
Been a
I'd
long
like to thank Last Beer, my friend Josh, for joining me. Um, we have dinner plans tonight.
Yeah.
Dinner plans from Little Willow Brewing Company, and this is an interesting brewery because they're located in Florence, Massachusetts, but every single beer says it's under a special agreement in Oxford, Connecticut. So I don't know if they are having their beers brewed by this brewery in Oxford, Connecticut, or if they are utilizing their brewing equipment and brewing their own.
Yeah, it's weird. Contract brew because they don't have a website or anything. I don't think they have like a physical location either. So
Yeah.
But it's not 12%, so I'm not sure.
No. Yeah, Oxford. The only thing I can think of in Oxford is OEC. I think they're out of Oxford, Connecticut.
Oh, okay. And plus 12%, I think, is New Haven, Connecticut, right? Is that 12%? Something like that. Yeah. So.
And they definitely would say 12% if it was,
sure,
if it was 12%. Brewed, bottled, packaged, delivered by 12%. So it's no surprise that Little Willow beers have been fantastic, though. Josh has drank plenty of them. I've drank plenty of them. We got FLX. We've even done lives together. Josh and Dan and Mike from FLX have done Little Willow lives when I couldn't join. So it's their beers are fantastic with whoever's brewing them. I don't know, but definitely been good.
They're consistent. That's all the ones I've had. I usually try to pick them up every time my bottle shop gets some new ones. So try different ones. But
I've got dirty. I was just rubbing my knees. I've been out working today. and I've been getting down on the ground and everything, and I just had the wet can, and I just rubbed my knees, which had dirt on them, and then I put dirt onto the can. But Dinner Plans is a double dry hop New England IPA. It's 7% ABV, so it's not a big boy, which is nice because you don't need to have a double IPA every single time you drink an IPA. Say Dinner Plans is a double dry hop New England IPA hop with a Raquel, Galaxy, and Nelson Sauvin. And I'll stop there because I think after you go past that paragraph, they start talking about flavor notes maybe. So I won't look at that, won't read that. We'll talk about it. We're going to go ahead and I don't see a canned on date. Is that something that they do or don't do?
There's one on mine, but it's kind of smudged. I think it's like April something.
All right, so it's a couple months old, maybe.
Yeah.
The Dinner Plans. Cheers to Chris Kettleheads. Thanks for.
Mine says 4. I don't know if that's a 2-1 or a 3-1, but something in April. But
yeah. All right, so it's got some New Zealand hops in it and stuff, and Raquel, Galaxy, and Nelson Sauvin. It's all New Zealand, right? Yeah. No Sammy hops, no Australian hops in there.
Nope, New Zealand.
I'm cracking the can. I cracked it. Doing the point. Oh, look at that. Hey, Dinner Plans, and I got my dinner glass.
Look at that.
So that's kind of proper glassware.
Ooh.
How's yours looking?
Different lighting, but yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to tell with the lighting and stuff like that. But I mean, I think that's why sometimes, as beer reviewers, we talk about the color and stuff, and so people, well, I can already see it. Sometimes it's a bit different. Your head pretty tight white.
Yeah. Plus, I'm using a different style glass too. But yeah,
That's true. Yeah, different depth. I'd say it's kind of like a. I mean, it's definitely kind of orange in coloration, but bright.
yeah, yeah. Different, obviously different lighting. You have yours is probably brighter light than mine. That's why mine looks
Yeah,
darker.
it's got like
But
9 lights on over here. So
yeah, I got this one little, well, couple, but they're
I've
all.
got none above. They're all in front and behind and around.
I mean, I guess I could do it. I don't know if it'll make a difference, but if I put my flashlight on, let's see, that might make it worse.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm blinded.
yeah. So yeah, about the same color, pretty much.
Well, cheers, Keith's World.
Cheers, Keith.
Do you guys have dinner plans tonight on Father's Day?
We do.
Yeah, we do. We have dinner plans. All right. So some aromas out of this, I think, maybe.
I'm getting melon.
I'm getting the tropical. I could see melon, but I think I'm getting more like robust passion fruit, maybe pineapple.
Citrus. I'm getting some citrus in there.
There's probably underlying melon.
Maybe stem fruit.
And then it's got Nelson Sauvin in it, so I mean, they're gonna say grapes, right?
Yeah, like a white grape.
What else is Nelson Sauvin used for?
Right. Or like a peppery type note, but I don't really get to like a white pepper. Sometimes you get that with Nelson.
Yeah.
Like an oniony type. Sometimes you get that with Raquel and Nelson, and all those kind of hops are pretty similar in aromas.
I think I'm gonna throw papaya in there because I get kind of a slight earthy tone with like
tangerine, yeah.
Mix. Tangelo. Can we get a Tangelo?
I could see that, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes with Little Willow beers, I've noticed like the aroma can be totally off from the taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's been a lot of beers I've had like lately. I've been like, I smell them, and I know there's this whole thing about everybody that you can't smell sweetness, but your nose is made to let you know if something's okay to eat based off of the smell of it. So
exactly.
And it's a perceived, like it smells like it's going to be sweet. So whether or not you can actually smell sweetness, you usually can't, because there's been plenty of times I'm like, oh, it smells like it's going to be sweet. It's kind of reminding me of like candied oranges and all this other stuff. And you drink it, it's just like, oh my God, it's bitter.
Yeah, right.
No sweetness.
Or sometimes it could be the opposite. It could smell real bitter, and then you drink it, and it's like, oh, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see. Like I said, I drank this one about a month or so ago, so I'm not sure.
Oh, you've already had it?
Yeah, remember me and the FLX boys did it.
Oh, you guys did this one. This was the one. Oh, wait, maybe did I have this one in my fridge and then you guys still drank it and didn't invite me? Dan? It's Dan's fault.
I don't think you had it yet.
Oh, maybe I not.
Yeah.
Well, I get Little Willow all the time, so it's kind of, I don't
know. Yeah.
Oh, it's one of those breweries. It's always fun to see new stuff from them. And
oh, for sure, yeah. Yeah, I got that lager that I guess nobody else got, that they put out, first prize or something like that. I almost said catch and release, but that's the one I just reviewed.
I think I've seen that, the first prize. Have you had Mr. Brown?
No, that's the one I wanted to try, but I never saw it. But
yeah, it was a brown ale. It was a standard brown ale.
It sounded good, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, cheers to Miscellaneous, and cheers to you, Josh.
Cheers.
It's again happy Father's Day to any of the fathers that have been showing up and
cheers.
The chat. So cheerios.
Cheers. It's earthy.
Alex would love this beer. It's creamy as hell.
It is. There's a little earth undertone.
Yeah.
In the back end. Not like soil, but I don't know how you describe it, but and not malty. It's an interesting flavor note.
So it's kind of, to me, I don't know if it's quite strawberry or not, but it's kind of like something in the berry family, but it's with the leaves. It's the green leaf thing. It's like the green leaf, like eating the strawberries, green leaves. So you get like a little bit of like a berry note, but then you do get this kind of like planty, earthy
Yeah.
factor
I can
as
see it.
well.
Yeah. Does it taste? Let's try it from the can.
I think it is strawberry. I think that's what I've had strawberries before. It's one fruit I'm not lying about.
I like strawberries. I got strawberries in the fridge.
It tastes just like bumbleberries. I've never had bumbleberries in my life. I don't know.
I thought I saw some sediment on the bottom of the glass, but maybe that's just the lighting. Yeah, I'm still getting a little bit of that melon, maybe some tangerine. Definitely getting some of those.
It's kind of got that like lighter tone to it. I don't think any of those hops that this has, and I don't think any of them give off lychee, but I can kind of see like a slight lychee. So it's like a little bit like a very light, watery rose petal, like floralness.
So what was it? Raquel, Nelson, and Galaxy. Yeah, I think the Raquel and the Nelson go together, but I find Galaxy can be a little sweet. I mean, not to say this isn't sweet, but
yeah, Galaxy can be what, anything from like pineapple all the way down to earth tones,
like peach, like a sweet peach kind of, maybe stone fruit.
Passion fruit.
I get a little passion fruit in here.
Yeah.
Some citrus, like a candied orange, maybe, or something. Peach. With like a berry undertone. Not like blueberry, but like you said, maybe more strawberry-ish. It's got I'd say about a medium mouthfeel on it. It's not really a heavy beer at 7%.
No, it's not heavy. It's fairly like a creamy, smooth palate. Carbonation, I'd say it's moderate. It does have its carbonation level to it.
Nice light. I don't know,
The ABV at 7%, it's well hidden.
Right. Well, there is some beers that come off boozier than what they actually are. You could drink like a 7% from something, and drinking like a 9%. I'm just like, geez, what's going on here?
Well, that's why people think about, like, when they think about the Irish dry stout from Guinness. It's like a 4.3% ABV or something, but people drink it and they get filled up, so they like they think that it's a much higher ABV than what
like
it is.
6% or something like that. Yeah. Or 7. You know who that reminds me of is Abomination. I feel like some of their beers, they can be like a 7%, but they drink like a 9%.
Yeah. And then they also have some, when they've done like their fog series. The best fog series I ever had was, I think it was called Final Fog.
Oh, I
did it on Christmas. It was one of my Christmas reviews I did a few years back, and that was phenomenal. I think it was like a 13% IPA, but
oh geez, like a
it didn't drink like it. It had like, I think 8 or 9 different hops in it too. That was pretty crazy.
I don't see Abomination like I used to. Every once in a while.
I don't see the fog like I used to.
Same. I'm sure once it gets close to Christmas time, they'll have the gingerbread and whatever else one they had. Then they have
there's been a lot of those midnight snacks. There's been a lot more of the stouts and stuff out, but
those are a little too much sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of most of those.
They're
all
too
the
sweet.
adjuncts.
Yeah. The peppermint one wasn't bad. I think it was peppermint. Something.
Peppermint patties.
But a lot of that stuff is just, it's loaded with lactose and milk sugar and whatever else, and it's like halfway through, you're like, I'm already done with this. I'm already, I want to be done with this beer already.
Yeah. I can see this one. I mean, I think, dinner plans, it's like, I'm going to go out to probably eat way more than I should because
right
out and out. So you're going to have like the appetizers and then you're going to have the dinner. And maybe if there's any room left,
dessert.
Yeah, you might have some dessert. I could see this actually working with dinner. Like tonight I had some filet mignon and green beans and some cheesy rice and stuff. And very stuffed at the end of dinner. But this is like a light enough beer that this would have gone really well with dinner tonight. Yeah, just because it's not filling me up.
What about like a burger and fries or something like that? You think it would do with that?
Yeah, perfect with that. Pizza. Gotta throw the pizza in.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, it's not heavy. It's like I said about medium mouthfeel, not thin.
Slightly drying on the finish.
Mm-hmm. I think it's well balanced with the hops. I think the hops kind of all go together. They were Cal, Nelson, and Galaxy. Do you think it would be different if it was a higher ABV, like 8.5? Probably be more boozy.
Yeah,
but maybe not.
They'd have to change the name. It'd be like After Dinner Plans,
right? Yeah,
Bound chicken. Well, but that'd be a bad thing for Little
late
Willow.
Night dinner.
Oh, Willow, you got a baby sister.
Although it might not, it might even if they up the ABV, it could still taste like a 7%er. It all depends on how.
I think if they kept the body, a lot of it I think just comes down to the body feel. If it becomes too like medium full to full, that's when it's kind of like or if it becomes like too cloyingly sweet or anything like that, that can also
more malty than anything.
Yeah,
there
I don't know. There is malt to it, but I'm not even sure what I'm tasting. Is it like a little bit, maybe a little bit oaty?
Yeah.
Like there might be a touch of grain or something.
Definitely like an earthy undertone in the very back end after that last sip. Something like lingering in your mouth, like a earthy. I don't want to say soil. That's not what it is. It's I don't know how to really explain it.
I don't know. I don't want to quite score it just yet, but I do want to find out what the hell they say on the back of the
Yeah, that's fine.
to see. I don't even know if they actually do talk about most of the cans they do. Okay, they do. Look for notes of peach, stone fruit, and passion fruit. That's amazing that they did not mention grapes.
Or berry of some sort.
Or berries or melons.
Like a white grape. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's that mixture of the galaxy in there. Maybe that's more powerful.
I mean, well, a peach is a stone fruit, right? It's anything that has we got the passion fruit. At least we got that. And you said peach and stuff too.
I'd say
stone fruit's anything that has a big pit in it, right? That's a stone fruit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't get a lot of like white grape, like that white pepper type aspect of it. So maybe they added more galaxy than anything else.
But there definitely is kind of an earthy tone to this and stuff. And like everything that they say on the expect these notes, I mean, it could have been at one point, who knows, like with the way that things age, and also they may have intended it to be that's what they were looking for with the hops and stuff, but the hops give off different notes. They're kind of known for a wide variety, each one, for what they can give off, and each yield can be different. So maybe when they first brewed this, that's kind of what they're getting out of it. But now, as they've brewed it over and over again, using the same hops year to year, they do change a little bit. That's why you have that vast array of this hop. Like Galaxy can give off like the stone fruits, the tropical fruits, earthy, woodsy tones. It doesn't mean you're going to get that out of each and every time that you use Galaxy. It's not like you can get everything. And then you got different palettes and stuff. People can perceive things differently.
It'd be interesting to try this on tap, but I don't think I've ever seen any places that have Little Willow on tap. It's always just in cans. So it's interesting. I like to try like fresh Little Willow, like from the tap. Maybe it tastes different.
Yeah, I think it'd be great because so we're talking about like the different places we go to buy craft beer and stuff. The place you go to, they do kegs.
Yeah,
that'd be cool if you could get like a keg of Little Willow. Be your own tap. I have a tap system, so I mean it'd be much easier for me. But
yeah, that's the thing. I don't even know if they do. I don't think I've ever seen even like beer bars that have like Little Willow on tap. Yeah. So maybe they're just all production. I'm not sure. But
I think I've seen like Sip of Sunshine and stuff like that. But.
Yeah, stuff like that. But I've never seen Little Willow. But maybe because I don't know. It's weird because why would they do packaging, but they wouldn't do kegs?
Unless they also they don't brew at their own facility or however this is all working. I don't know. Whoever's brewing the beer, if they're doing it, they're doing a fantastic job. Or if somebody else is brewing it for them and they're just following their recipes, then they're doing a fantastic job and their recipes are solid.
I'm guessing that's like a cost-cutting thing. If they're not, because they don't have to have their own facility. So that's, you're just brewing at someone else's place. So all you're really paying for is, I'm guessing, maybe the equipment and brewing your stuff, and then packaging. I guess I'm not sure how that works, but I guess
you might have to give like a certain percentage of your sales to
where you're brewing it. Yeah.
Because nothing's free.
Well, because I know, which I don't really see too much anymore, Marlowe Ales, which I haven't seen them in a minute, but they kind of did that, and now I think they have their own place. So, but I think Marlowe's been around a lot longer than Little Willow, from what I remember.
Yeah, does it say when they're established?
I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe if you go on their Facebook or something, it might. But
I think it's been like 4 years, because I think that one me and Dan did, the Haze Days or whatever it was, that was their 4th anniversary beer. So
okay,
I think not Little Willow, Marlowe's been around a lot longer than them, but they don't say anything on the can about when they were established.
Yeah,
because even if you do, even if you type in Little Willow Brewing, they have a Facebook, and then it just says, oh, okay, here we go. The brewery is distributed by Remarkable Liquids, which specializes in finding and distributing high-quality beers. So,
that's remarkable.
Location, Florence, Massachusetts. Focus producing top-shelf high-quality beers with a focus on New England IPAs. So, I mean, Remarkable Liquids, I guess, wherever they're based out of, is where they're brewing at, I'm assuming, or packaging, or distributing, I guess. Liquids, let's see.
So maybe it is just like a brewery, like that's just set up for people to go and brew.
Well, when you type in Remarkable Liquids, it's out of Altamont, New York, and it says distribution service. So I'm not sure. We are a craft distribution and importing company built on the passion for the product we sell, inspired by the liquid in the bottle.
So now it's even more confusing.
Yeah. So Remarkable Liquids is out in New York, but then
And they're just
Willow,
a distribution company.
yeah, but Little Willow says Florence, Massachusetts, with special agreement with Oxford, Connecticut.
So the answers have still not been answered.
I don't know. Yeah, I know
Uh,
we've been trying to get merch. I know Dan's been trying to hit up Little Willow to get like glass or something, but they just don't respond. Like, we're out here reviewing your products and trying to get the name out, and you can't even respond to a DM. But maybe one day Little Willow will get their own facility, and
yeah, I mean they should have like they should have a place in New Hampshire. I think that'd be cool because we need better breweries.
oh, you got Modest Man, and
Yeah, but they're like Keene. It's like we need stuff in like Concord area where I live.
well, you said that one went away, Feathered Friend or something like that.
Oh no, they're still around.
Oh, they just make crap beer.
Yeah. I haven't been too happy with a lot of the beers from them.
Yeah, you went there it's probably been 2 years now since you.
Well, it was no, it was last year we went there.
Was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did the Bearman, John and Nelly, Tanner, and Eric.
And that was the first time you went?
No, that was like my third time being there, probably.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we went there just because it was on the way, kind of, sort of. It was the closest to where I live as a brewery that we could go to. Yeah. Plus, the barbecue place is attached to them. So we went for some barbecue lunch and beers before we hit the road to go to Maine. Well, I told them, I said, I don't know, guys.
You said the barbecue wasn't that great, though, right?
It's not my favorite barbecue place around here either. But that's the problem. I mean, it's like we can drive out of our way to go to better places, but you're going to be driving. You want to drive an hour in a different direction to go to someplace that's going to be better, or you can just hit the local. That's what I said. We need some better breweries and stuff here in my area.
Yeah, well, most do food trucks and stuff, right? They don't really have kitchen stuff. I know Triple Crossing, they do pizza and stuff, or the one I go to, it's like all like wood fire pizza and stuff, and they got crazy different pizzas and stuff, like that hangover one that I had that had like quail egg and like purple potatoes and stuff on it. It was delicious, but you wouldn't think potatoes on pizza would be good, but I think it works out. It's interesting. That was the first time I ever had quail eggs, so definitely check it out. But yeah, Little Willow, get your own spot, but maybe you're just trying to save money.
Yeah. Well, you'd think. I mean, unless we're the only people that know about them. That's it. That's the thing. Is it's like I haven't had like a beer that I've been like, oh, this is not good.
Yeah.
Which is There's a lot of like really good breweries out there that put out beers. I've just been like, I'm not into it at all. And
I'm not sure
I don't think I've ever had a Little Willow beer where I've been like, I'm sad or disappointed that I purchased this beer.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's been some ones that I've liked more than others. Like I wasn't too big that stout. The stout they did, the Cemetery Gates. It was okay, but
well, it's good that they do different styles other than just, even though they on their website says they focus on New England IPAs.
Yeah.
At least they do, the brown ale, the lager. I think they have a best bitter out there too.
I think they have a Kolsch, maybe. I'm not sure.
Well,
I know they did like a sour. They've done sours before.
Bellflower has a Kolsch. I know that because I have it in my hand. Bellflower is another good brewery.
Yeah, I like Bellflower. Some of their stuff can be a little hit or miss. Maybe some of the stuff that I've had, but most of the time they've been pretty consistent. Yeah, we get Bellflower. I don't know what happened to Marlowe. We used to get Marlowe all the time. No, I haven't seen it in.
Cat
What?
just wandered off.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens.
Well, I mean, there's big breweries too that just up and disappear. Like we don't get Firestone Walker stuff here anymore. We did
Yeah, that's
about
right.
7 years ago. We're getting Firestone Walker all over the place. And all of a sudden it was like there's nothing. Like I can't even I don't know. I wonder if the BBC is still open.
You can even get like the mix packs, like they have those mixed 12 packs with like IPAs and stuff on there.
Huh.
Union Jack and some different ones.
The British Beer Company, which is not a beer company at all, it's a
Distribution.
It's a food joint.
Oh.
Yeah. So you go there and it's you eat like it looks like a little. They any of the places I've gone to, anyways, they look like little castles or something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And they have all the British flags up, and I mean, you go in there, you order your fish and chips, and basically stuff you're gonna find in the UK. And they do have a lot of like British style beers on tap. They did have the Union Jack from Firestone Walker years ago, but I don't even know. I haven't seen a BBC around. I haven't been looking though. That's the other thing. It's never popped. Like anytime the wife's like, "Hey, what do you want to go? You want to go out to eat? Like, where do you want to go?" And it ends up being like, "Oh, I want to go to like my favorite Italian restaurant,
the Cheesecake Factory."
That's not a big. Well, not big names and stuff like that.
Yeah,
we have kind of our local restaurants that we like, and but yeah, the BBC was. I've been there a few times, and I wonder if there's still any around.
Is that just like a New Hampshire thing?
I don't know. There was one in Manchester. I think there was one in Nashua. There was one in Portsmouth.
Oh, okay.
It'd be like going to.
It's called British Beer Company.
British Beer Company, yeah.
Let's see. Oh, as soon as I type in British, Plymouth, Massachusetts. Maybe that's different, but it's open now. Closes at 1 a.m.
Closed at 1 a.m.
That's what it says.
They got a strip club in there now.
British themed pub chain offering ales, stouts, and maybe it's a different thing.
No, that's it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they got one.
They got food. You mean you go in there? It's like a restaurant.
Massachusetts. Let's see locations. British Beer is a restaurant chain with multiple locations, primarily in New Hampshire and Massachusetts. Well, where's all the other? So this says New Hampshire, Manchester, and Portsmouth. The first location was in Plymouth, Massachusetts. So,
all right, so they're still open there in Manchester
and Portsmouth, yeah.
Right.
So
yeah, maybe I'll have to go there. I'll go there by myself. I'll get a trench coat and all that stuff.
What's farther, Manchester or Plymouth? Were they about the same?
Oh, Manchester for me is a lot closer. Plymouth, Massachusetts would be.
Oh yeah. Well, it says Plymouth, New Hampshire.
Oh, Plymouth, New Hampshire. That's still further.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Manchester's only like about 7 miles from me. So.
Oh, there you go. Maybe they should still be around then, according to Google. Maybe they can get Firestone there.
Yeah, go on tap. It's the only way I can get it.
Yeah, get a growler fill or something. Even if they do that, you have growlers. Hey, can I get a growler or parabola, please?
Yeah.
All right, that'll be $30.
I brought my keg in. Can you just fill my keg? I'll pressurize it at home. It's okay.
Imagine that. Yeah, I got a keg of Parabola by Firestone.
Oh man, yeah. You imagine because you pay a lot more at a bar. Imagine that pour.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's expensive.
It'll be $270.
Yeah, maybe you get like a sixthel. like a 6 keg or something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna get a 6 keg of Parabola and 120. See, I don't even know if I could do it, even if I had like a kegerator. I'm sure you could probably get 120 on keg, but would you really want? that'd be a little too much. I mean, I guess if you really like Dogfish 120, but it's got to be expensive. Guarantee it's probably like $300 for like a smaller keg.
That'd be a good keg to have, though, because that's one of those beers that can sit for a while.
Yeah.
Every
once in a while, just pour.
And when it's on, under carbon dioxide, pressure and stuff, it's not getting oxidized. So,
you could keep that for
it'll last even longer.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I'm sure it'd probably, like I said, it'd probably be at least 300 plus, maybe, even for a small keg.
Happy Father's Day, Dio. Josh and I had dinner plans for a while. It kept getting put off. So
now we're splitting the bill. So
I finally said to him, I said, "Who's your daddy?"
It is Father's Day.
And what does he do?
Well, you ready to score it?
I think I can score it.
All right.
Do you want me to go first? You want to go first?
You can go first.
All right. I think with everything that I said about it, it's quite quaffable beer. I do think that it would go well with dinner. It's not a dinner itself. Oh. I like it. I like it to the tune. I'd score that like a very like mid-range very good for me, which would be I started doing the whole like 5-point thing just to make people people know. Yeah, so people kind of know when I'm saying mid-range very good. So I'd give it like a 4.3 out of 5.
Oh, nice. So you think you like it better than the one you did earlier today? Go check that review out, everyone, if you haven't seen it. I
think so. Yeah, I think I scored that at 4.2, 4.25. If I can remember. I can hardly ever remember my own reviews.
Look at that. 2 Little Willows in a day. Unless you recorded that one before.
Oh, yeah. No, that was recorded like 3 days ago.
Oh, okay.
But when it was hot and sunny. That was after watching my grandson. So, so once he got picked up, I was finally like, all right, I'm going to do a beer review.
Right.
Time for BuMpY alone time.
Right, yeah. So 4.3 for you. Yeah, I like this one. It's always hard to like, is this your favorite? Because I've had so many Little Willows, but I'd agree with BuMpY. I think it's a good it does kind of equate to you can have this beer for dinner, but maybe like a steak or burger or pizza or whatever. It's not too heavy. Won't fill you up. Score wise for me, I'll give it around I do mine out of 100, so about a 93 out of 100. So I'm kind of right there around your scoring range with the 4.3. So yeah, it's good. Like BuMpY was saying, I haven't found one that I'm like, oh, this is terrible. And there's been some that I like a little more than others, but most of the time they're all pretty consistent. So I try to pick them up every time I see them. So keep doing good stuff, Little Willow.
Get your own shop. Not that you guys are going to watch this at all.
Right.
You should, though, because I think that we have, not only do we purchase your product a lot, I think we have good ideas.
For sure. And like I said, I don't know how widely distributed.
Put a brewery in each one of our towns. So we can get more of it.
Obviously, me and BuMpY can get it. FLX boys can get it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Tanner or any of them have had Little Will. I'm not sure, but
I'm pretty sure Tanner's had it, unless he's just picked it up when he's been in like Massachusetts or
Has
Or
John had any? John's probably had some, right?
I don't know. I'm supposed to be seeing John here this Tuesday. He's supposed to come over.
Oh, there you go. Ask him.
So I'll have to ask him if he's ever had Little Willow. If not, I'm gonna have to go buy more Little Willow.
Yeah, because I don't think I've ever seen him review any. But maybe he has. But
yeah, we got to break him up a treehouse somehow.
Right? Yeah.
And what better to do it than with a Little Willow tree?
Right. Unless somebody brought him a Little Willow one time when you guys were hanging out, but maybe not. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, you could ask him if he's had it. But yeah, I enjoyed this one. It's good. It's empty now, but my last can.
Yeah, that was your last can. My only can.
Yeah, only cans.
Only cans. Oh, the last bit was all hop resin sludge. That's gonna burn me. That's gonna be burning.
Look at all that protein.
Oh, all right.
Just take a swig of it.
I know it's gonna burn. That was hop resin. That wasn't just like yeast because it kind of had this greenish hue to it. It's gonna burn.
Bottoms up.
Oh, not so bad. Grassy.
Right. But not like
grassy.
crushed up aspirin. You know.
Yeah, not too bad though. It didn't burn like I thought it was, but yeah, extremely grassy. Hops. Ugh. Well, yeah. Anyways, cheers to everybody in the chat. Dio, Kiff, keeping it funky, beer and dank reviews there. aka Jordan, miscellaneous, Keith's World popping in, and Chris from Kettleheads Barbecue and Beer as well. Yeah, so this it's been a good live.
Yeah,
some good dinner plans with Josh. It's always good to sit down and talk beer with Josh because, well, you obviously what you're talking about. You got a good palate.
I try. It's been a while since you did a live beer review too, so
you're not a douche. Yeah. No, I haven't done it. Yeah, I haven't done a live, especially a live like where I'm running it for a while.
Yeah,
I was all like confused. Things changed too. Like since the last time I was on, like there's so many other like I'm just like looking at stuff and I'm just like, where the hell am I?
Yeah,
there's things on the left now saying demo scene. I don't know. I don't want to push the button. Right. And it was saying I could do something, but then I push it and it's like, well, if you upgrade, I don't want to upgrade, but I want to do that, whatever that's doing, but it wouldn't let me. So I had to upgrade.
Pay that extra money.
I want to get rid of the duck.
Right.
Like I hardly ever go live. So, but anyways, thank you, Josh, for doing this with me. It's good to finally drink this beer because I've been holding on to it for a little bit because I know that you had your last one there.
Yeah.
Your last beer. So, anybody, if you watch us back, I mean, everybody that was in the chat already knows us anyways. But if you happen to watch this live back for whatever reason, make sure you check out Last Beer.
Cheers.
You can find, if you want to shout out your stuff so people know where to find you, if you have
so if you type in beer on YouTube, it's probably harder to find, but if you type in Beer Bowl Discussions, my channel usually pops up, so that's easier that way to find out. And last review I did on my channel was Parabola with Beerman and Dan, so the Firestone Walker 2025 edition, so go check that out if you haven't. Philly Crooker 87 is my Instagram where I post most of the beers. I just drank, which I might do a YouTube review of it, but Goats in the Machine, which is a collab with Parrish and Jester King. So I posted that yesterday on Instagram. But other than that, I don't really go live too much either anymore, so that's why I have the basic plan. So I haven't done a beer bowl or anything like that in a while, so just been kind of posting most of my beers on Instagram. So go check that out if you haven't. and maybe you'll see an occasional beer review here and there from me or with friends or something like that. So yeah, thanks for having me, BuMpY. Appreciate you.
No problem. Yeah, thanks for doing this with me. I will say quickly before everybody just starts leaving, I'm throwing Josh under the bus because I didn't even ask if this was okay. He might not want to stick around, and if he doesn't, that's fine too. But if you guys want to join after I end this, I will drop the link right before leaving.
Yeah,
so then we can just kind of do an off air hangout thingamabobber. But yeah, if you haven't actually watched my channel, I'm only on YouTube. That's it. I don't do any other platforms. It's much easier that way, and life is it's less distracting, I would say, of getting stuff done. So yeah, BuMpY-isms. Look it up on YouTube just the way that it looks here. You don't have to put in the capital, lowercase type stuff, but BuMpY-isms. I'll bring you right to my channel if you're interested in beer reviews, frozen pizza reviews, and just random shorts of. I got 4 dogs, and I throw some darts once in a while. So, not a professional. So if you're looking for like actual information, that's just for fun. I'm not an expert on anything. I listen to the other channels and then purchase more stuff. That it's all false. So, anyways, cheers! Thank you all for watching. Thanks to Last Beer for joining up, Josh, and happy Father's Day. Let me drop that the link here real quick into the chat so people can join if they want to. And we will say sayonara. That was the dinner plans from Little Willow. And there's nothing but foamy stuff left in my glass. So we out. Leave studio. Yeah, so it's been a while since I've gone live. So we don't leave studio. We got to end stream. End stream. But yeah, the link is out there if anybody wants to go ahead and grab that. All right. Cheers. End stream.